Hey everyone, Sam Rithmeyer here with the Wednesday Night Wine Club. This is the red wine video for May 2022. Let's get into it. All right everyone, I'm amped, I'm pumped, I'm so excited. I know more than one adjective to describe how amazing this month's wine is. This is from Famille Chasselay. The Chasselay family is based in a region in France called Beaujolais. To put it in perspective, Beaujolais is to the southeast of Paris. They're technically in the Burgundy winemaking region, but south of Burgundy proper, and no Pinot Noir. The grape variety here is called Gamay. Gamay, to me, is one of the most important red grape varieties in the world, and I still think to this day it is very undervalued. This particular wine is coming from an area within Beaujolais called Morgon. Morgon is one of the 10 crus found in Beaujolais. And the best way to describe the crus is that they're essentially villages. There are villages that all of the wine made in that village is of higher quality than it's made anywhere else in Beaujolais. Now, what's interesting is that if you go into Burgundy, the crus, you have Grand Cru wine, Premier Cru wine, those are referencing individual vineyards. This is more about a village. However, in the past couple of decades, you're starting to see more single vineyard representations, which is kind of like saying if Beaujolais is California, then you have the next step up, which is Beaujolais Village, which is like saying you live in Los Angeles, which is pretty broad. If you get into the crus, that's more being specific to, like, I live in Santa Monica, and then having a single vineyard is like saying the street that you live on. You're just getting more and more specific as to where this wine is coming from. This in particular, this wine is coming from a single hectare plot, which is about just under 2.5 acres. So incredibly small. The Chasselay family, shockingly, has been in Beaujolais and making wine there since the 1400s. Cuckoo bananas. Think about how hard that is to meet someone and marry them who you're not related to. These are French winemaker problems, okay? Morgon, as one of the crus, right, is considered to be the most similar to Burgundy. The wines here are ethereal, they're complex, but they have this whimsical nature to them because of a process by which this wine is made called carbonic maceration. I have another video that's there's a link somewhere here to learn more about that, but it's a stylistic winemaking method that makes these wines incredibly light and easy drinking. One of the reasons I love Chasselay is that they actually don't make this wine in that carbonic maceration, which is kind of the jazz hands of winemaking. Rather, this is completely destemmed, and these wines are a little bit more serious. There's a little bit more heft to them. It has strawberry, cherry, blueberry, blackberry. This is like freshly crushed berries from the farmer's market. It is juicy. Pinot Noir is gonna kind of lean maybe more towards the earthy and the serious, whereas Beaujolais, the grape Gamay, is gonna lean a little more towards that fruit-forward, juicy, delicious, mouth-watering fruit profile. Both have their place, both are important. On the palate, there is this slight tannin component that's there. The tannins are not pronounced, but they're there. This has, again, those crushed berries. You get a little bit of that floral component. It is delightful. Even like kind of on the back end too, there's a little bit of a plum note. So this is a wine that you want to drink when it's 100 degrees outside with a slight chill. This is the starter red that then you transition into something like a Bordeaux or a Napa Valley Cab, right? Because who only drinks one bottle of wine for dinner? This is great with duck, with a fruit sauce, great with a peppercorn sauce, obviously steak, but like we can all do steak, and steak goes with every single red wine. Pork, roasted pork is fantastic. You could do this with a fruit salad even. I mean, the versatility here, and the reason why is that these wines are very low in tannin. That makes their applicability way broader than, again, say something like a Bordeaux. If you wanted to sit on this wine for 10 to 15 years, would totally age and would be brilliant. But it's also fantastic now. These are not the reverential wines like walking into a cathedral. This is like walking into a water park and you've got a 24 pack of Coors Light and you're with your 3 best friends. This is a good time that's never gonna get old. I hope you enjoy this wine as much as I do. Let me know what you think about it in the comment sections. Cheers.